from Absolute Confidence with your Absolute Confidence tip of the day. Today we are coming to you from a really cool little artistic place. It's actually not that little anymore. Graffiti Row, and by we I mean me and my partner. He's over there somewhere. Oh, there he is. The location scout. Anyways, we are coming to you today in what I think is a really beautiful place, a super cool place that is full of super artistic graffiti. I'll show you around the place in just a little bit. This is one of the funniest ones. Here we go. Who's that creepy guy? Anyways, I wanted to talk to you today about a really, really important topic. Well, all the topics I talk about that are related to confidence are pretty important, I think. This one in particular is all around the idea of beauty. And today I want to talk to you about the fact that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm sure you've heard that before. But beauty is a choice. And you get to choose your own beauty. And that is a very, very empowering way to live versus trying to live up to the horrible, unrealistic new beauty standards that exist. We all get to choose our own beauty. And when you choose and when you decide that you are beautiful, the energy that you give off is totally different. And the people that you attract is totally different. But the shocking stats that I'm going to share with you right now show that for most women, it is close to impossible for them to feel confident and to feel beautiful. If you are interested in getting all of the stats I'm going to share with you today and a whole lot more, you can hop over to my website, absoluteconfidence.com, and I wrote a blog post a while back now. I believe it was called Tons or Lots of Research and Stats About Body Image in Women. So I've spent countless hours, many days, to be honest, over the years compiling all of this great research about women and beauty image. So, shocking stats. 60% of women have negative thoughts about themselves weekly compared to only 36% of men. 78% of teen girls are plagued by self-criticism, and 72% of teen girls worry about their body image every single day. As young girls, we were all, well, most of us, were socially conditioned to believe that getting attention and getting approval for being good, being a good girl, being perfect, or being pretty was a good thing. When in fact, going into our teen years and going into adulthood, it makes it impossible for us to build authentic confidence, and it also sets us on course to seek out that artificial reinforcement for the rest of our lives. Are you someone that worries about the opinions and criticism from other people? If so, you're in luck, because I'm going to be making a video about that very soon. However, when we go through our lives being concerned or worried about the opinions of other people, is a very, very destructive way to live our lives. When you are seeking out the attention and approval or acceptance from other people, it's actually an indication of what you need to be giving for yourself. The real attention, affection, and acceptance and approval that you need is really from you. And that can really only start happening when you start working on yourself and get to a place where you really, truly, and deeply respect yourself and love yourself and trust yourself. And when you are seeking attention, acceptance, and approval from others, what ends up happening is they start to mold you and influence you. And of course, this is happening without noticing it. However, that's exactly what happens, and that is not good. Nobody wants that. So when we are doing things perhaps to get attention or get a compliment or have somebody notice us, do know that what's going on is that they have control. You are ultimately giving away your power, and it's a very, very destructive way to live. Unfortunately, a lot of people, a lot of women are very much driven by the fear of being judged. And that is the number one fear of the 22 different fears that affect confidence. I created a video a couple weeks ago on that topic of fear. So if you haven't already watched that video, do make sure to go check it out. Very informative. I hang out with a bunch of like reptiles and tarantulas, so a very fun video. But getting back to confidence being beautiful, it is really important to understand that when we are making our decisions based on fear, unfortunately, it is very, very likely that you will give in to this new beauty standard. The truth is that the most beautiful thing about a woman, the most beautiful attribute, is confidence. Ask any guy, any good guy, and he will agree that the most beautiful attribute or most beautiful accessory that a woman can own is confidence. Always remember that confidence has nothing to do with your looks. And I get challenged on this all the time. Well, you look a particular way, Suzanne, so that's why you're confident, when that's not the case at all. I've looked this way for many, many years, and even when I was modeling, I wasn't very confident most of the time when I was younger. So I don't need to be dressed up and be looking pretty and having my lipstick on in order to feel confident. I'm going to do another video to prove this point and really make it be known that you don't need to look a particular way in order to feel good about yourself. Confidence is a state of mind. It has nothing to do with the way that you look. I can hop into a grocery store with a bun on my head, wearing sweatpants, and I'm a-okay running into whomever and having a conversation versus like darting down the aisles and running away because I don't want them to see me. It doesn't matter what I look like. I'm always a confident person. It is a state of mind. It has nothing to do with our appearance at all. So I am in the business of helping my clients change their minds. And if you haven't checked out my video that is called Confidence is a State of Mind, please do make sure that you check that out. It's an awesome video all about that particular topic. And also really important to point out that how you show up in the world is also a reflection of your confidence. When you don't love yourself and trust yourself, you show up very, very differently. I am super passionate about helping my clients really understand that you are most beautiful. We are all most beautiful when we are being our authentic selves. When you are being you, you are most beautiful. Just like my shirt says. Beautiful. Yay! So, do the work. It's so incredibly important for you to get to a place where you really know who you are and love yourself, and you choose to be beautiful based on your own standards. So, let's get into the 6 tips. Tip number 1, go on a diet. A social media diet, that is. This is so incredibly huge. People do not realize the negative impact that social media has on how we feel about ourselves and how often we think about whether or not we're beautiful. So I challenge you to put yourself on a social media diet. That means do not go on Facebook for a whole week. Do not go on Instagram. Do not go on YouTube. Go out in nature. Do something fun in nature. Sit and chill and be calm and watch what happens. See what happens with your mind. See what happens with how you feel. Tip number 2, write out a list of 5 things that you like about yourself. 5 attributes that you have, 5 things, and there's definitely more than 5, but at least 5 things that you like about yourself. So go stand in front of the mirror right now. Well, as soon as this video's done, go stand in front of a mirror and quickly write down 5 things that you like. Maybe you really like your nose. Maybe you really like your eyebrows. Maybe you have great teeth. Maybe you like your smile. Whatever it is, there's at least 5 things that you like about yourself. If you're challenged with that, I strongly suggest that you shoot me an email and let's have a chat, because I would love to talk to you more about that. Tip number 3, learn to accept and appreciate your body. This is huge. Our body, we only got one body, so you got to treat it right. So make sure that you're doing things that keep your body strong and keep your body healthy, and appreciate your body. Take care of your body. If there's things about your body that you don't like, do the work to make some changes. Tip number 4, treat yourself with respect. The more respect that you give yourself, the more you teach others how to treat you. And self-respect is a very, very, very beautiful thing. Tip number 5, teach your daughters and your nieces and all the little girls that you know about real beauty. And real beauty standards, and the fact that beauty is a choice and we get to choose our own beauty, and also teach them about the importance of authenticity and self-love. Tell all the girls that you know, because the more women that know this and the more women that understand this, the more we can come together and support each other and love each other. And tip number 6 is to get together with the women that you know, your girlfriends, and have a conversation about beauty and how you all define beauty, and collectively make a choice to support each other in your own beauty standards. This is something that I did with my girlfriends before. We would get together and hang out and not watch TV, not wear any makeup, and just sit around and talk and chill and have a great time, just really truly connecting. Connecting with other women is a beautiful thing, so that we are not comparing ourselves to other women, but we are supporting and being compassionate with other women. That is the best way to live as women. The more women that understand this and live their lives that way, the more powerful we will all be. So I hope you enjoyed today's video about confidence and confidence being beautiful. I encourage you, if you haven't already, to go to my website, absoluteconfidence.com, and check out, I've got tons of articles and blog posts and all kinds of free resources having to do with building your authentic confidence. Also, you can grab my 60 free confidence building tips, and I hope you have an amazing day. So go out there and do what I do every single day and live life confidently.